Hi, I'm Brittany Allyn, and welcome to Savor the Flavors. Recently, I've had viewers writing in singing the burger blues. Why aren't my burgers more flavorful? Do I have to undercook a burger in order for it to be juicy? And why do my burgers shrink up so much when I put them on the grill? Well, today I offer solutions. Savor the flavors of Brittany's Bistro Burgers. There are several ingredients in my Bistro Burgers, but one ingredient is key, and that is mushrooms. I put mushrooms inside the burger. And what that does is it really helps with the texture. It'll make it more juicy and less dense. And what's really cool is once these are grilled, nobody will ever know that there's mushrooms in them. They're just gonna know they're eating a flavorful, juicy burger. Now earlier, I took 6 ounces of cremini mushrooms that were sliced and put them in my food processor and sort of pulsed them until they got to a nice crumble. And as you can see, that's what we have here, just a nice crumble of our mushrooms. Now it's time to start building those flavors. Over here on the stove, I've got 1.5 teaspoons of olive oil heating. To that, I'm gonna add 2 garlic cloves that I've slightly smashed. And we're just going to brown that garlic. And what happens is when the heat hits the garlic, it releases the oil from the garlic. And so I'm just sort of infusing this olive oil with garlic flavor. And we just want to keep it in there until it's nice and evenly browned. Okay, now you can see that the garlic has gotten nice and brown all over. And we're just going to remove it. It has done its part, infused that oil with great garlic flavor. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of minced shallot and those mushrooms that we pulsed in our food processor. Okay, and now we're just going to cook those, give it a stir here. And what we want is the shallot to become translucent and the mushrooms to release their juices. While that's going on, let's talk about toppings. Now, what's great about these burgers is just about any topping will work. If you like bacon, go for it. Blue cheese, knock yourself out. Or even American cheese and ketchup. Perfect. Today I'm going to suggest some toppings that I think really make this a bistro burger and work really great together. For cheese, I like a cracked pepper-coated goat cheese on top of this. Now, if you like goat cheese at all, you are gonna love that. And then instead of just lettuce, I like some arugula because it's nice and peppery and fresh tasting, a great slice of tomato, and then also some caramelized onions. And I made those earlier. Now, as you can see, our mushrooms have released their juices, the shallots are nice and translucent, and it's time to add more flavor. I'm going to add to this 2 teaspoons of chopped fresh parsley. I've got 2 teaspoons of chopped fresh thyme. We'll give that a stir. I love using fresh herbs when I cook because it really helps you to use less salt, and you get so much flavor out of them. Okay, and then lastly, I've got 2 tablespoons of red wine. And we're just gonna kind of let that deglaze and reduce. Remember that these mushrooms are flavor sponges. They're taking on all these flavors that we're adding. And we're going to add this to our ground beef, and so all that flavor will be spread evenly throughout all of the burgers. Okay, that is looking good. What we're going to do is just turn this off, and we're going to let it cool. We want this at room temperature, and then we're going to mix on our burgers. Okay, our mushroom mixture has cooled and it's time to mix on our burgers. Here I have 1¼ pounds of ground chuck that I've broken up. And this is 80-20, 20% fat. And that brings me to that question of why do my burgers shrink up so much when I grill them? Well, what happens is if you start with a pound of ground beef and you make 4¼ pound burgers before you grill them, once you've grilled them, they won't be 1/4 pounders, because what happens is that fat, in this case 20% fat, renders out, and so then your burgers shrink. So what you want to do is start with a little more ground beef if you want 1/4 pound burgers at the end. So here with the extra beef and also our mushroom mixture, we're going to get 4 really nice sized burgers that are going to fill up the buns and be nice and juicy and taste great. Okay, we're going to get all of this in there. And we're just going to spread this evenly across the ground beef. I like to do it this way because if you overwork your meat, your burgers can also kind of get tough. And so you want to work the mixture as little as possible. And by doing it in a pan like this, I think it works great. Now we're going to add some salt. We need 3/4 teaspoon of sea salt. We'll sprinkle that across the top. This is a 1/4 teaspoon here. Excellent. And some freshly cracked black pepper. And I think about 20 turns is perfect. Okay, then for mixing on burgers, the best tools right here. You just want to take it and mix it all together. When everything is mixed together, I like to sort of make a loaf like this. And then we're just going to kind of eyeball it. We want 4 evenly sized burgers, so I'm just going to kind of cut it in half like that. And then we're going to cut each half in half. And we're going to just shape our burgers. And when you're shaping your burgers, you want to make sure like your hand kind of has that divot in the middle. So should your burgers, because that keeps them from puffing up on the grill and keeps your burger a nice shape. You want these to be about 1 inch thick and about 3 3/4 inches in diameter, about like that. Okay, there we have our burgers. They look fabulous. And now it's time to head to the grill. I've got my grill heated on high. You can use gas or charcoal. Today I'm grilling over charcoal. I'll see you out there. While our burgers were grilling, I quick toasted a bun. I just brushed a little butter on it, popped it under the broiler, because I love a toasted bun with my burger. Now we're just gonna take our burger, set it on top. Look how perfectly it fills the bun, I told you. And that goat cheese nice and melted on top. Then we're gonna take just a few of these beautifully caramelized onions. Put those on there. Oh wow, look at that. Love it. And some fresh tasting arugula. Gotta have that on there, gotta have our greens, right? Oh yeah. Get it all on there, stay on there. And a nice slice of tomato. Now, whenever you put tomato on a burger, do me a favor and season it. It's gotta have just a little bit of salt. And our bun top. Look at that. Gorgeous. Then you can simply serve this with your favorite chips. I like these different root vegetable ones because they're a little more bistro-like. But you can also visit my website, savortheflavors.tv, and there's all sorts of great recipes on there for side salads that would go great with this. Now, I think I have to show you though, because I promised you that this was a juicy burger, so I'm going to cut this so you can see that it's a juicy burger and it's fully cooked. So instead of singing the burger blues, savor the flavors of Brittany's Bistro Burger.